welcome back. I'll be back to it in a minute. I forgot to bring a bait I wanted to have. I don't know why it wasn't on my gear. There they are. Goodbye. How rude. Join or leave. Good sized fish. Really good sized fish. Really pulling. It was pulling almost as good as the ghost pike on this same setup. Jump. What do we got? Trophy rainbow? We have a trophy rainbow trout. Nice, 4.67 pounds, $360. Caught on minnows with a number 2 hip. There we go. I mean, oh, mother. Yeah, waste a little money. Okay. So that's what happened why I didn't have no minnows. Unlike sex, hook size matters. There's another nice fighter. Well, let's not kill my gear. Another trophy rainbow trout. They're biting their ass off here, aren't they? Let's try right there. See what we get. Amongst the rocks. Supposed to be a good spot for trout. Let's see what we get. There's not enough rocks here to make me happy. In fact, you can't use a kayak. Makes me unhappy. I know it's a small lake, but there's a lot of spots I could work from a kayak. Yeah, what do we got now? Something good size. Trying to work my stuff. Is this the fish I'm looking for? I don't think so. Trophy cutthroat trout. Okay, I'll take that. I'm looking for the unique rainbow trout, or cutthroat trout. But I don't mind catching trophy after trophy. It definitely pays the bills. I got a feeling this is not a spot that I can fish. Right there at this depth. There we go. There's a little settle in. It's on the other side of that rock there. See what we get. Bait is running. much smaller one. Got a good fight though. Okay, can you hear me? Okay, my mic was off. I'm doing okay. Also, I'm broadcasting, so they may be able to hear you, may not. Okay. I want to, if I catch it, I want people to see what they're being caught on, so people can look and be like, oh, okay, that's like I caught the unique golden. Uh, uh, First thing right off the bat on a grasshopper. I tried minnows, I tried this, that, I tried that, and I looked it up, and pretty much the only thing they catch them on pretty much is grasshoppers or dragonflies. So if you haven't caught one yet, okay, yeah, if you're going for the golden, if you want a lot of them, stand in the same position I am, and cast straight out to the like tallest rock face out there that looks like it's all broken, like you could climb up it. Almost looks like a face. Right there at about 150 to 140 feet. They bite pretty good at between 30 and 40 inches. But yeah, unique cutthroat, but he was using the green narrow. I don't have it with me. Supposedly the purple narrow works real good too. You know, are you going straight up? If you're standing on, I'm standing at Trout Galore, I think. You're on the wrong one. Go to the other spot to catch them. If you're using the spoon from the videos I watch, you go stand on the other spot, and then see where that river mouth is right there, that creek mouth right up at on the opposite side of the lake. Yeah, but you stand on the other peg, not this peg, and you drag it back past that log that's sticking in the water. In between there and where that log is supposedly where you're going to catch them, according to a lot of YouTube videos I did. But they also say you can catch them anywhere that you can catch a trophy, which is why I'm fishing with minnows right here. And I haven't got a bite in a while, so either I lost my bait and didn't know it, answering questions here, or yeah, you can't make it from here. That's why you have to go to that side. I can make it. Here, watch me throw my bobber all the way to the mouth of that sucker. There it goes. Sploop. Yeah. Well, he got it by luck. And right now we're off the bite chart. Yeah, he has the green one, but right now, no, I've seen people from videos get it on the nano spinner, on the purple spoon, on the blue worm, with like a 1/0 hook jig head. But right over there is, yeah, I hit it too far. That's the problem with mine. I hit it too far. I broke down on a Halloween and I bought 3 different packages. I bought the Christmas package, the Halloween package, and the full sports bundle for $20, and so I spent $30 on 2, and then the last one I spent $20 on, so I spent about $50. I figure I like the game. If no, I haven't done all the tournaments yet. I will eventually. Yeah, if you're lure fishing, right? Yeah, if you can hit towards that rock face, yeah, if you can hit, yeah. Wow. What are you using, a spinning rod or a casting rod? Or caster? Yeah, they don't cast as far. If you're looking for range, you want to use the spin rods. Those casting rods, you lose. If you have, yeah, if you have a casting rod, I recommend set up a casting rod real quick, or not a casting, a spin rod. You get the distance with a spin rod. You know, you're not going to get them with the casting rods. They steal your distance because they spool off differently. It's got to unroll the spool from the spool, you know, by dragging it off the spool. The spinner with a lure, yeah. Usually a match rod. If you got a match rod and a spinner, you're good. Because a nice match rod with a spinner, if you if you didn't know it, you just can switch that depending on what it is. You can switch it from being a lure rod to a float rod, either or. Whereas, as long as your reel is either or also, whereas like the Omni floats and whatever, those are all float rods, and then you got spinning rods and casting rods. So you want, if you get the match rod, you get distance, and you get here we go. I'm trying to go off of what one dude put up there, and he's with pretty much any lake for these. That fishing with minnows, these guys really like minnows. We're off of the time at the moment, though. I'm gonna get ready to jump up to the evening here myself. But if you use a 2/0 or a 3/0 hook with minnows, your chances of catching trophies, and I'm going to switch to a 3/0. I've been using a 2/0 and I'm starting to get smaller fish. Also, I'm going to move up. You got, it's a bigger hook, so you get a better chance at trophies and the unique. According to one of the videos I was watching, and a guy actually caught it on that. So, just sharing information. I prefer using lures, to be honest. Because it doesn't cost you. Lures don't cost you any bait cost. But for these ones here, I'm getting a lot of good big hits. And that's the other thing. I'm using big hooks. I'm using a 3/0 hook right now. I was using a 2/0 hook, and I was pulling, if you look, I was pulling a lot of decent size fish out. And with a 3/0 hook, I'm set to basically bottom fish. Should be fishing, the way this is going, I should be fishing for stinking catfish instead of, trout, which I don't get. I got a whole bunch of stuff to catch big fish. There's no point in using big stuff to catch little fish. You lose XP. I want to use... I am pulling big fish. I am pulling big fish. Look back. I'm pulling all kinds of trophies. Let's see. Caught 2.8 pound trophy cutthroat. I caught a couple of trophy. I caught a couple of trophy rainbow. One was almost 4 pounds. The rainbow trophy. It was almost unique. So I just hooked into something pretty good. So am I. This is a baby fish. It's just not pulling. It's coming in. To me, this is a baby fish. It's probably close to a 2-pounder or something. I don't know. This one's taking line. This one might be a good one. What size what? I think I'm running 8 or 12 on here. I have to look. I've got 7 different rods, so I've got 7 different rods, and basically I want to make sure I get XP out of them. Trophy cutthroat, 3 pounds. Yeah, and that's on a 3/0 hook with minnows. If you're looking for money making here, you want to use a bigger hook and minnows. Because if you cast, on minnows, that spot I'm casting straight out is cutthroat, and if you stand right over here, you'll make the distance and aim. I'm going to aim right over here, and I got to change my depth here. I'll see if I can catch a golden. We're off the time, but I'm going to see if I'm going to catch golden here. About 31 to 40 inches at about 150 to 140 feet out. That's your range of catching them. I overcasted. That's the problem with having a rod that'll make the distance. It'll make the distance, but it'll hit the rock too. If you don't hit it early enough on the marker, I did it twice. Dang. And I don't want to short cast this. I'm just hitting the mark a little bit late. There we go. Let's look at it. If you cast right out here with minnows and pull it in until your bait stands up about 150 feet, your bobber should stand up. But you need an oval, big old fat lure. You need a big old fat bobber to do it with. What do you think I should use? Um, Fluorocarbon always. The the braided and the mono trout are skittish fish. They'll run away. That's why they sit there and play with the bait. You always want to use fluoro if you can. Yeah, I would use 6 to 8. Yeah, 6 to 8, depending on the distance. If you can't make the distance with the 8, or if you're just slamming the distance with the 8, switch or stick with that. But if you're not, switch to the 6. It's not like, and to be honest, you always, because this isn't the only lake, when you do that, make sure you always load up over 300 as maximum amount of line you can put on there, because yeah, 6 or 8 you should get it. What's your rod and reel at? That'll tell you how far you can get. No, what's the blind weight on it and lure weights? That's what'll tell you whether you're going to make the distance. Okay, and what's the lure weight on the rod? Okay, so that one's good for a light one. Well, that's not going to work for a 1/4 ounce thing. A 1/5 ounce is bigger. You're going to get short cast on that, real short cast. You can put it on, but you're going to get a short cast. No, you have to put a 1/5 ounce or better lure on. You're putting on a 1/4 ounce. You need a rod that's 1/4 ounce or 1/4 ounce coverage. You need something that's going to be a 1/4 ounce up, or up something where it's like a 16th through 3/4 or 16th through whatever. And then the reel's the same way. Oh yeah, you'll short cast. Just know you're going to short cast. But use 6 pound. But use 6 pounds since you're going to be underweight with the lure. Man, I'm getting a fish just over here, just dinging the hell out of my. Oh, I didn't switch hooks. Golden trout, you need to use a #1 hook, and you can still catch uniques on #1. They're just dinging the heck out of it. They're just not taking it because their just mouths are too small, I guess. They're making my minnows run all over the place, but they're not taking them. Yeah, you want to try to balance your setups before when you go to buy stuff, you want to balance your setups to the equipment you're going to be using them on with. That's like I got a feather light and I got a light. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I've got a feather light and then a light. You start with lighter rods, so that's not a problem. I've got a feather light and then a light and a medium and then a heavy. Those are my lure rods, and then I've got a light, a medium, and a heavy for my casting rods. Because 36, you can have the whole 7 rod bag, 3 extra reels, so that you can literally, with the one rod I've got, I can switch through a couple of reels I've got in my bag to where I can, upgrade it, like if I'm trying to, or downgrade it so I can get the lure on, compared to the one I'm using. Well, it's light stuff. Just mind you that those things can put up a hell of a fight. Okay, I gotta switch my hook here. I'm getting way a lot of pings, and they're just not able to take it. No, I broadcast and see if anybody comes in and watches. My broadcast even says, hey, join my PSN chat with the name. You know how to do that, right? To where you can just, without friending somebody, you can just join the chat. Party chat. All you have to do is put my name in a search, and then under where it shows the ... it'll show a thing for parties. And then you just, see if there's an available party chat to join, and then you join the party chat that way. instead of doing the whole friend bet. I don't mind. I don't have too many friends on this game yet, so it's all good. I mainly play like Warframe, and then I play by myself. I like to play Let It Die. If you ever played that, it's a cool game for soloing. And I play a couple other games that are, platformers. I don't play too many of the MMOs because they really pissed me off. Okay, here we go. I got a bite. I just cast out this freaking minnow. Put just a number 1 hook on it. Let's see how big this golden trout I just hooked into is, because it's pretty good. Giving me pretty good pull. It's either a golden or a cutthroat. Oh, man, you're not doing that to me, you stupid fish. Hate when they try to spit the hook. Golden, 1 pound. They only range up to about, the unique I caught was only like 2 pounds. Little over 2 pounds for the golden. And let's throw this out again. Maybe I'll switch over to the grasshopper, see if I can get another unique. Come on, get off the ledge. Get off the ledge. Put it in the perfect spot. Come on, get off the ledge. There we go. 147. Let's see what I catch with these minnows. Yeah, I find for money-making, minnows are probably your best bet. You catch a lot of fish with minnows. The trout go after them, even though the minnows aren't on their favorite bait list, which is a bunch of crud. There, I've already got another fish ready to eat my hook here. Ding. My bait's running. I'm just waiting for my bait to stop running. Oh, you got something on? Good luck on it. Yeah, hopefully it's that fish. Hopefully you got that unique. Might be I see it. It's all over the place. Moving all over the place. Is it taking line like crazy? You're only running 6 pound. What's your tension at? Is it like in the orange? Oh God, man, you better start working that rod or it's gonna eat up your line. At least it's a small lake. They're not likely to spool you out. You know? I got 350 feet on this pole because last thing I want to do is get spooled out. You know what I mean? They can run all day as long as they can't spool you out. You know what I mean? Because they got to come at you at certain points. You just have to reel real fast. How much range do you? How much spool did you have? 6 pound. I told you put like 300 feet on there. No, you got to have 350 always. Always put. Wow, that sucks. 6 pounds. That sucks. Yeah, you should have put 8. If he spools you out, well, no, don't worry. You shouldn't be worried about him breaking it. You should be more worried about him spooling you out. As long as you're not in the red, he spools you out. You don't have any line left. He took it all. I watched. Were you on for that? You broke your line. Oh, suck. Switch to 8 pound test, buddy. Yeah, you're gonna not get as much line on there, but yeah, put the 8 pound on, man, because that sucked. Get a good fish and lose it. I hear him. I heard him. Well, let's see what I got. Another golden just jumped on my hook. I've had it happen. Spool you out. If you don't set your stuff up right, they'll spool you out. Oh, 6 pound? Oh, what? How the heck did he break your line? Did it go up in the red? Yeah, you never let it go red. I'd rather spend a bunch of time. No, I'd rather spend a whole bunch of time fighting him, almost spooled out, than to go in the red. As soon as you go in the red, they're likely to break it. Sometimes if you do go in the red, you come right back out of the red. Might have been a big trophy. Between a trophy and a unique. Oh, you lost your lure too. Hope you got another one. You got 4 now. You got 4 now. Your son, calm down. Got 4 now. You lost 1. Yeah, and I'm gonna go for a swim and get every lure back from every fish that somebody says that everybody's ever lost. That'd be funny. Let's do like Bill Murray did in, what the heck movie was that? Caddyshack. Swimming around the golf pond with the snorkel and the goggles, and those things are only like 3 feet, 2 or 3 feet, just picking up stuff off the bottom. Clubs and golf balls and anything else got thrown into the pond. Just collecting stuff. Yeah, you better, because that was ludicrous. You always want to put as much line as you can on, man. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's good. 171 feet. Still more than what you had on the other one. No, you had 200 and something, right? Well, the 8 pound, they're not shouldn't pull away that easy on, because I'm not. I've done, unless that was a big trophy or unique, man. That's what sucks. You get those big fish on, and you're not got the gear for it. You're kind of screwed. I thought it was flying. Supposedly, anywhere you can catch a trophy, you can catch a unique. That's what the people on PSN say. On YouTube shit. Uh, Out of coffee. 4 a.m. I am not making more coffee. Because I'll never sleep. Something's chasing my bait. Catch one more of these and I'm going to go back to cutthroats. And we're not even on prime time right now on the bite chart, which is why this is so slow. With these, as soon as you lose the bite chart, they stop hitting for a while. Yeah, well, I'm at 8:42, and I'm gonna switch here in a second to the nighttime, evening time, not night, evening, early evening. Yeah, you don't see the other people in the competitions. Yeah, I don't do the competitions unless, I've done that fish a lot and I know how to catch them quick. Because otherwise the guys who do know how to catch them quick baits and whatever, they're just gonna beat you out. Yeah, well, the thing is, you're gonna lose depending on what it is. If it's only bait I think the ones here are usually only barbless spoons for trout, and do a lot of lure fishing. I lost a lure and a lot of line. Yeah, well, I've lost a few big fish. Not usually by breaking a line. I usually spit my hook, which pisses me off. Like if I'm using a barbless like you are. Oh yeah, well, even barbed, if your tension goes slack for too long, they'll spit your hook. You lost it. Oh, I've had it happen. They'll make a hard run at you to where you can't get the reel in fast enough. They'll come straight at you, and you won't get a chance to tighten up the line. And then they turn real quick, and they'll spit the hook. It's fucked up shit. Lost it. Fucker. That happens more commonly with the, yeah, well, wrong gear. Gear was a little weak. You shouldn't have tightened your drag up, and you didn't have enough line. I make sure. I try. Yeah, I always try to have enough line to cover the entire lake plus. Like this area here, I want to cover the entire lake plus. You know what I mean? And it's a small area. They're not going to go more than 300 feet because there isn't 300 feet of lake. You know? Yeah, you can't use a kayak here. Did you do the Halloween event? You missed it. Suck, because got a kayak from that. That was the end reward. Yeah, it's a dope looking one too. I show it to you. Here, I show you what the dope looking kayak look like. Okay, send message. It's called. It's a frankenfish for the hot. No, it's a frankenfish. Look at it. It's pieces of a bunch of different fish. Can you see the stitches and the bolts in its neck? It's a frankenfish. It was the object of. It was the object of. Oh, that's not even the biggest fish I got on that event. The biggest fish I got was a vampire gar at like 92 pounds. 92 and a half pounds, and that even wasn't even the biggest one. The biggest one caught was something like 96 pounds plus. Okay, I'm at 5 o'clock. Yeah, well, you had to have the setups for them. I could reel those in. My best rod, I just pull these guys in like they're nothing. But you don't get any XP for them in that way. The better your gear, the lower the XP you get. For I've got probably overall in the whole thing probably mil. At the end of it, I no 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 no. I mean the event. The fish, not a lot. It's you know not a lot out of it. The main thing with that was to get that kayak. And your level what? Man, you busted ass. Good job. Oh, damn. I'm surprised you missed out on that. Well, the next event will be Christmas, so plan on that. Hooked me a little fish. Damn it. Hooked me a little fish. Yeah, I hooked me a little fish. How the hell did that bass grab that freaking big ass hook? Oh, because I switched to number 1. Okay, I gotta switch back. Yeah, it'll take time. It'll take time. Might get a trophy first, and then I've been fishing for that unique cutthroat for a while. Um, well, it should be like 4.5 pound. Yeah, but they're strong. It's not about how much the fish weighs. It's how much that fish strength can pull. You know what I mean? I got another trophy crappie. Yeah. Yeah, they're good top fish. Oh, you got a trophy Colorado golden. Good job. Not really anymore. I don't do the sun well, and I don't like getting bit up constantly night fishing. So I got a choice: fish, get sick, or fish and get bit up, or don't fish. Fish on the PS4. There you go. Well, that's the whole thing. I get sun sickness real easy, so I don't do the sun. I go out a rainy day, Wisconsin. I've fished on Michigan. I fished a bunch of lakes around here. Mainly crappie, bass, few coho, few salmon during the salmon runs in the fall. They come into Michigan. Huh? Well, it's salmon are fun. Coho, you're not right. When I fish them, you're not fishing them in a stream. Fishing them in Michigan, Lake Michigan. So you really don't want to keep them because No, Michigan, Lake Michigan. Don't you know where Lake Michigan is? You know the Great Lakes? Michigan, Erie, all that. I live right there, so they're just huge lakes to where they have the reason the salmon get in there, they're connected to the ocean eventually. You can literally go from the ocean to any of the Great Lakes. They're all connected together. Yeah, you're you're in California or Washington. Yeah, you can get some good fish. I'm thinking about moving these. I'd like to move to Seattle, but I'm also waiting to see how many states pass the legislation for growing pot. Because they're in the process. They just had a polling vote, the sixth here to legalize pot, and overwhelmingly everywhere it passed by a 70-30 margin average for the people in the state going, yeah, it should be legalized for both medical and recreational use. Give me recreational use, and I'm going to start growing weed, because I'm tired of working for idiots, and I don't have to have a farm to grow weed. You know what I mean? Well, I got to have some lights in a basement, really, to start out with, and you don't need expensive lights. A lot of people for legally. Okay, legally. I don't do it anymore. When I was young, I'm 51. When I was young, you could get away with growing pot everywhere. They really didn't. They weren't really done on it. They And she believed it. Yeah, your mom's a fool. Sorry, your mom's a fool. Grow pot for a science project, Mom. Yeah, okay. Because your science teacher would not let you do that for that, because it's not legal. Well, in California you can, because they got a whole bunch of legislation out there for it. But here you don't. It's just starting to. Colorado's proving that it's a good economic for the state, for the people. Well, no, the thing is, well, it's not. I live in between Chicago and Milwaukee. No, it's not peaceful, believe me. I live dead nut right in between Chicago and Milwaukee. So I get idiots from Chicago and I get idiots from Milwaukee that think they're moving away from the city to make it better for their kids, and all they're doing is bringing their stupidity from the city. You lived in the ghetto in the city, you got gangs, you got problems. Guess what? You're bringing the kids. And the thing is, they don't do it when the kids are 2 and 3. They do it when the kids are 9, 10, and 12. You did cutthroat. They do it when their kids are too old to be, they're already indoctrinated into the stupidity of the city. So they come move where I live, and they just bring the problems with them. All the little towns and cities, small cities, whatever, they're in between Chicago and Milwaukee. They're just a mess. Yeah. You come from the barrio, or you come from the ghetto. Which ghetto do you Long Beach. Oh, Long Beach ain't that bad. My mom and my oldest sister live up in the high desert, about 30 miles from Big Bear. 40 miles from Big Bear. Desert Way. Nor Victor Valley or Apple Valley or any of that is, up in the desert. They live in that area. I've been out where you're at. Long Beach ain't that bad. Now, if you told me you come from Oakland or, some nasty place, Watts, or something like that. Well, there's good, but then it's not like some of the really bad parts in California, in LA, around LA, all of that. Big fish just don't want to take my hook. All these little fish are pestering it. They're pestering my little hook. Oh, I believe it. They're out there. I'm just looking for a unique. Ooh, come on, keep doing that. I spiked my rod right up into the deep yellow. Come on, keep doing that. Tell me you're a big fish. Come on, tell me you're a big fish. You're not a big fish, fucker. You're not taking any line. Oh, okay. That's why. Still a good sized fish. Cutthroat. Almost 2 pounds. Let's see. Let's stick it right there. We got 3 people over here now. Somebody's fish is jumping around chasing my fish away. Good. Well, that's good to see it. Good to hear. I hope you get the unique. I haven't. Although the trophy rainbows, almost 4 pounds, they put up a good fight. Yeah. Yeah. 2.3. 2.3. It's not even. Yeah, the cutthroats will. Yeah. That's why I like the reel I'm using. It's the Halloween reel. It has drag settings of, what, 12 positions? So that I got a lot better control over my drag. I can get my tension really tight up there without getting it into the red zone. In this, yeah, I can catch anything in this thing. This isn't a good setup. This is just an average. This is mid. This is a mid. This is the mid rod. This is the mid rod. All right. My other rod. Here, I'll show you. My other rod. Drag anything out of this. Really, can get nothing. I'm just reeling shit in. You're just walking around being crazy. Okay, let me put on my. This rod is. The rod will go up to 50 pounds. It's got 40-pound test on it with the reel, I think is, the reel I'm pretty sure is, where are those small minnows? Where are the small minnows? There they are. The reel is, I think, 30 or 38 pounds. But it's got the 40-pound test I'm using is from the event. It's spider silk, so it's like braided line, but it's thinner than braided line, but it's way stronger than braided line. Right now, that's a minnow. I just dropped out there. Yeah, small minnow. I just dropped on there with a 2.0 hook. Yeah, well, you should see the shiners or large minnows. Those really look huge. Not going to catch anything with that here. No, it's too big for anything out here. The shiners, they're just too big a bait. They can't eat them. Be cool. Not that they don't like them, they're just way too big. No, they don't. Doesn't show it, but they do. They go off on small minnows. But over here, pinging away on my rod. I'm going to set my drag at 2. Watch how easy I pull in the fish when it comes to when it actually takes my bait. I'm just, yeah, yeah. Don't stand on top of me. I hate looking at the back of somebody's head. Yeah, you go invisible, but I'm looking at the back of your freaking head. It's like, yeah, hey, back of your head. Some people in real life piss me off because they fishing when I used to fish. No common courtesy. They would just cross your lines. You know, I'd be like, dude, what the hell are you doing? You crossed my line. Now I got to try to reel under you. You know what I mean? Start reeling and I'm walking so that I can get to them, so I can get underneath them and be like, yo, you dumb motherfucker, didn't you see my line out there? You crossed right over the top of me. Here, watch how easy this fish comes in. This is a drag at 2. Come here, fishy, 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 fish. No, there's a drag of 1. My drag's set to 1 on this rod. And yeah, he's not pulling anything. And he is a 2.1 cutthroat. The one you just fought the hell out of it to get that, and 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 that was a drag of 1. Now I'm going to turn my drag up to what 40? No, spider silk from the event. It's an event bait, event line. That's like I've got event baits too. Well, you need it for pulling in fucking 100-pound gar. Think about it. 100-pound gar, 40-pound test ain't shit. 100-pound gar. You gotta set your drag low and fucking play the fight. These are light fish. These are nothing. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. You don't want to snap your line though. Oh, this is an easy fish. I don't think I have my depth set right now. I think I'm too shallow. That's why I wasn't using it. Well, it's not the line. The whole setup is. Yeah, why not? As long as you can cast the bait out, get the weight out. As long as they're set up. No, this is 40-pound. No, this is 40-pound spider silk line. It's as strong as stronger than steel. It's like braided line, and it's super thin. If you look at my line, it doesn't look heavy. Now, if I put on a 30-pound test line that's fluorocarbon, you look at it, you go, wow, that's thick. Reeling a little bit. I'm not getting any hits. Not even getting any interest. There we go. A little bit of interest. Come on. I normally use fluorocarbon. Okay, I'm going to do some lure fishing here for a minute. I want to see if I can pull something in when we're here. Yeah. As long as you can set your drag and not kill yourself. Where is it? Here. I'm going to use my... Here, this is my light setup. And I'm going to put the purple spoon on there. Yeah. I'm going to put... just YouTube. Yeah, but you get... it. Yeah, it's all the same. You can look it up. You can just look trending. You should be able to see it trending when you look. You know how you got the game, and you just push down on the joystick. It'll show trending, and you can get it from there because it's PlayStation's broadcast. Like right now, what I'm running on here is something close to what you're running. A little bit better, but it's something close to what you're running. This is the light rod, not the ultralight, not the feather light rod from the sports package bundle. The white sports package bundle, if you ever looked on PlayStation to buy it. I do recommend that to most people that, oh, someone joined my chat. Is that you? Alright, cool. Yeah, okay, cool. You make 2. You make 3. Although I got something like 123, I got 123 followers that follow me on PlayStation. Because every game I play, I kind of teach people different things about the game. I try to learn what I can, and then I help people out. The only thing I don't do is I don't teach people any exploits I know. And I will not use an exploit for a game I know. I won't use an exploit during a stream. Between what? Yeah, you can do those. I've seen those. That's not even an exploit. That's just casting through it and blindly knowing where it's going to go. Oh, you little bitch, you hit it. Little bitch hit it. Oh, you made a comment, huh? Did you catch something on there? Oh, wow, come on, take it. Wow, something was hitting hard. Just zip, 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 zip. They just wouldn't take it. No, you get, I didn't look at the comments. Yeah, I see something down there. Fishing pole emoji? Yeah, I see it. Samreen. See on the bottom of it where it says join my PSN chat in green, allowing the people in there because it's a public PSN chat. I've got Twitch. I just haven't, didn't run it. I got to get some more, a little more followers on this game. Yeah, well, you got to get the followers. Oh, you piece of. I'm sure it is. You get yourself followers, and if you can get established, you can get people send you money like crazy. Donate to my channel. And that's what they do. Is they don't even do that. If they think you're knowledgeable and you can figure stuff out, they'll actually send you brand new games. I mean, the game will just come out. Next thing you'll get it in the mail. Yeah. People send you. One girl I was watching, somebody sent her a $10,000 donation. And she sent him a shout out and pinned him. It's like, hey, thanks. And she was a gamer. And it was a chick doing a gamer vlog, whatever you want to call it, on Twitch. Yeah. Happy hi, honey. Happy hi. What retriever are you using? Yeah. What are you doing? Stop and go, lift and drop, twitching? No, that's what I'm saying. Are you reeling constantly and twitching, or are you stop and go? Okay, so you're twitching off the bottom. No. Oh, so you're staying mid-water and hitting those? Okay. I'll try that. Because I'm not getting any hits using the stop and go with this bait. Oh, I got a lot of time yet. Mine's at 6:27. Yeah, you're at 9. You're at nighttime. You can still catch stuff at night. You might want to switch to a night bait, though. Night spoon, though. Should be all good. They not here, but on Emerald Lake, the narrow black spoon, you get the you get a lot of at nighttime. You get a lot of walleyes with the narrow black spoon, barbed or barbless. Oh, you son of a bitch! He caught another one. Same guy. It's a green spoon. It's where he's casting. He's casting up into the. He's casting where I told you to cast. You're supposed to cast right up into cast right up into where that stream mouth is, and supposedly stop and go with a little twitch is supposed to work. I'm gonna go annoy him because I'm gonna come over here and stand in his face, and he's using the green arrow. That's what he said. So yeah, and you got like 9 people standing in one spot. 9 people, one spot, and he's casting right about here. Yeah, casting right there. That's sometimes you have to do that, leave and come back. He might have filled his net. Depends on what his keep net is. It depends on what his keep net is. You know. Yeah, he's playing on the bottom with stop and go with that green spoon. I'm not even getting a nibble. I haven't got a nibble in a while. Yeah. Well, it costs nothing to fish to set to 5 a.m. as far as delays, waiting to reset to move it ahead. I will say this, I haven't seen many uniques caught on sunny days. I will say that for you from people being here. 3 p.m. Yeah, well, you can fish all night. Oh, you're at 3 p.m. or 3 a.m.? Okay. Well, you got two peaks. You got 9 a.m. and then you got at 3 again. You just don't do the valley. It's all luck. Like, I'm not getting shit. That's snagged. I hate that shit. I'm not getting any fish and I'm getting snags. I might have to restart my game. That, believe it or not, works. If you're not getting anything, not getting hits, restart your game, man. Yeah. Lady tags. I'm playing it on the bottom right now. I do. All the time. Yeah, well, it depends on what you're using as far as your hook. You ever use the narrow spoons, but they've got the snag guards on the hooks? Yeah, those work real good. It's got like a little thing on it that you actually got to get some pressure on it in order to make it push back so the hook part sticks out. It's like a hoop, a spring-loaded hoop kind of thing. There we go. Fish on. What I got on? A little one. A little fish on. What I got? Young cutthroat. Young cutthroat. And we'll do this. Being nice. You see girls in a video game, you should say nice things to them. Hello. Get some population of some female fishermen. Only problem is female fishermen happen to be men. Some old dude that's a fisherman. That's like people asking, why are you playing on certain games I'm playing? Why are you playing a girl? And I'm like, because I'd prefer to look at a girl's butt than a boy's butt. Honestly, what would you rather look at? A girl butt or a boy butt all day long? You know, as you're playing a game. I'd rather look at a girl's butt. You ever play Warframe? Oh, you should. That's a fun game. I've been playing it since it hit PS4, so I'm like totally. I hate fucking Call of Duty, man. My son plays it. I hate Call of Duty because they're so cheesy with it. And then you get, like on PC, you get so many hackers. And the thing with me is, people say you can't hack on PlayStation. No, but you can run a proxy chain. No, no, running a proxy chain, they can't give you no credit about that. It's part of the game. Another fucking snag. Plastic bag. Man, I wish people quit throwing their garbage away. Rainbow. I'm doing something wrong here. I want to bring my fucking up to 3. Give me a little better action off the bottom. Well, you're supposed to. For some reason, they're at the bottom. In real life, trout, you're going to fly fish for most of the time. They're coming after the bugs on the top. You know what I mean? Well, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Play at the bottom right of the stream. I'm at a peak time, too. I should be getting the fish. I'm not getting nothing, and I'm fishing on a peak. Another fucking snag. I don't know why I can't use a kayak. Better question. Why can't I use a kayak? I want to use a kayak so I can just fish a spot. Yeah, fish a spot. I think 2 is too much. Yeah. Just let me fish a spot, man. That's all. I'm not getting no hits, man. You guys are catching fish. What do you mean? How many lakes? There's like half. It's like 5 and 5. Oh, I got a good fish. I got a good fish. I got a good fish. It's trying to take line. And I'm at half drag. Yeah. No, this is my light rod. Oh, don't do that shit. Oh, you motherfucker tried to spit the hook. Get the net. Yeah, get the net. Where's the net? Yeah. Shit. Fuck that. Just give me a couple of M80s. I'll get all the fish I want. Wow, this one's putting up a freaking fight. This is a good trophy or this is unique. Because this one I've got my drag almost maxed. But my shit's all balanced, so all of my bars go up equally all the way across. What do I got? Trophy cutthroat trout. That's new record. 3.284 pounds. Yeah. Almost 4 pound fucking cutthroat. That was so close to being a unique anything over 4 pounds I think is a unique. You know, put it out there. That's all I'm using is 8 pound. That's what's on this rod is 8 pound. Yeah, that's what I'm using, 8 pound test. Yeah, it's just, you gotta fight it in. And not try to have your drag cranked up right away at the beginning so it doesn't snag you. I always keep my drag lower, even in real life. I keep my drag lower, and then if I'm bringing it in, if it seems like it's I need to, I'll turn up the drag. It's taking too much line. You know what I mean? And then I'll turn the drag up. Like this one, I don't need to turn the drag up. This is a little fish. If it's stealing line on me and when I get a young cutthroat, yeah, if it's stealing line on me, I'll increase the drag, but then I only try to increase it so much. You can tell by how much the pole's bending. Yeah, I've got lots of shells. I pulled a shell out of here yesterday. It was a shell covered in little zebra mussels. You know what those are, right? The zebra mussels. Invasive mussel that we've got that came in on the ships from the ocean type thing, or from wherever. In Michigan, we're having a hell of a time. They want to get rid of them because they're so invasive. I mean, they literally encrust everything. They're not big. They're only small mollusks. Small like clams. They're fucking an inch long, and that's their big size. But they group together thousands and thousands of them real quick. Yeah, I'm trying to do what they said to do on the video for these. Rest on the bot. You stop and go, but you're doing a stop, rest, stop, rest, stop, rest. Young trout, rainbow. I'm getting more hits standing back than I was getting up where that girl was, to be honest. Same one as I'm using. I'm using the purple one. Is he still here? Yeah. Yeah, with the white rod, that's me. In the green coat. Fucking snag. At least I didn't pick up another fucking trash bag. I hate how sometimes I get hit and it instantly lags. It drives me up a freaking wall, man. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Shouldn't have a problem. I got over an 80 meg connection. Minimum 80. And yeah, I get a minimum 80 and then a maximum frame rate I've had was over 200. So, or not frame rate, but megs. Fucking fish. Well, you'll get more fish with bait, but you're less likely to catch this unique that I'm after. You're going to use bait, go back over to the other side we were at, put on a 1/0 or a 2/0 hook. Oh, you're going to try to put some bait up there? I did that. It didn't seem to do much, and you got to set it to like 40, I think like 45, 48 inches if you're good for your leader. A little 45, 48 between that area. It was standing up. I'm trying to low lift and drop. Doesn't seem to be getting me anything. Nope, I'm going back to stop and go. The smaller the single number, the bigger the hook. Goes from 10 to 1, and then it goes from 1/0 to 10/0. 10/0 being the biggest, 0 being 0. Yeah, my other rods won't cast this bait or this lure. It's too small. Yep, snagged again. Every time I cast, I get a snag. If I don't catch a fish, guarantee a snag. You know? Yeah. The best thing for what you're trying to... Well, I don't know about this one. See what, if you look it up for YouTube, KP Shimino, he does really decent how-tos. He'll tell you what, and then what he's done it on and what he's caught it best on. And usually what he tells you is pretty on the mark. You know, so, yeah. Look up. I think I might even actually have it open for his, unless I close the page. I was playing a porn game earlier. I might have closed the page. Okay, Fishing Colorado, Trophy Unique Cutthroat Bass, or Cutthroats. And this is Jake Vegas. Wrong guy. Wrong guy. Don't want Jake. Sorry, Jake. I want KP Shimino. And I'll turn it up so you can hear it while I do it. You should be able to hear it over my mic, right? Okay, I'm going to plug in my auxiliary speakers. It's louder.
Hello guys, KP Shimino here.
Oh, wrong way.
See, I got my first unique cutthroat trout.
Ah, dang, hit the wrong button. Let me start it again. It's a short video. It's only like 3 minutes. Okay, start. Fat
Hello
screen.
guys, KP.
And I'll tell you what he's using. What he doesn't say
Shimino
verbally,
here.
I'll let you know.
Like you guys can see, I got my first unique cutthroat trout because it's today patch day and they implant in each area a new unique. And yeah, I got my unique. It's not complicated to catch this fish. I need to thank EB Proven because he gave me the info how you need to catch it. So I'm going to share it with you guys how you need to do it. I know in the past there wasn't a lot of love for the cutthroat trout, but I think it's changing now. So here you can see the unique one. And now it's time to show how you need to catch him. It's not complicated, it's just standard stuff. He's around 1.8 kilograms, so it's not a really big fish. So it's not that you need to come here with super equipment to catch
4
him.
pounds, 1.8 kilograms.
Now I'm going to show you guys how you need to do it. Okay, I'm just going to keep this fish. So first of all, I'm going to check, because it's my first one too. I'm just going to check
what it's worth.
He gives. Oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, it's only 4 gold, so
yeah, back when I used to give gold.
That this
for catching uniques.
may be farmable, but we will see in the future. It's 90 experience, but that's with premium. I catch him with the spinner, the normal rainbow spinner. So in the past we use it here on the rainbow. Now we can use it on the unique cutthroat trout. It's possible that you can catch him.
Yeah,
with
I don't have that on in my backpack though. I should have put it on.
I'm going to show you guys.
I have the bigger
how
rainbow,
so
which the hook's too big.
Time frame, and it's possible the time frame is not exact, because it's possible you catch out of my time frame the unis too, but I think it's a little bit hard.
I got something decent size on.
So first of all, I'm fishing between 4 o'clock in the afternoon until late in 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's say 5:30 or something. So you got a time frame of 1.5 hours. Okay, what you need to do here is, it's the distance. But first of all, I'm going to show you guys where I am. So I'm in Colorado, Rocky Lake. And let me see, it's the Fantastic Fishing, I think.
Which is where we're at.
The Fantastic Fishing. It's the old place of the rainbow trout. For I think a lot of people just farmed the rainbow here, so it's the old place. The key here is that you need to throw really far. So I catch this one on 36 meters. So I think,
which is about
if you go
100
a little
feet.
bit lower, the guy that said the info, he was speaking about 110 feet to 140 feet, so that's around 36 meters and 46 meters. That's a long distance, so I think between that you can catch him. I think if you go under that meters, I don't think you can catch him. So try to come here with gear that can handle a 2-kilogram fish and can throw really far. So where you need to cast, where you cast for the rainbow trout in the past. So as far as possible, like this.
He's shown casting
so
pretty much.
I go, if I throw right 40 meters, it's 40 meters. So I can
he's standing back here.
Be in the area for 5 to 6 meters.
So he can get deeper in that channel.
Cutthroat trout. So I'm using drag 2. Because to make the distance, I'm using a little bit a smaller line, and I'm using my speed is at 1, because you will see now it's good, so it just stop and lift the whole time, because the meters are really short, so it's not that the area is very big, so you need to be as long as possible in the area that you can catch him. So what I do, I reel a little bit, then I just strike a little bit, that my lure is going up and down like this. Then I come a little bit closer again, I go again, a little bit closer again, and I think that the sweet spot is now over and out for me. Yes. Yes, I passed. There is now a fish biting, but I think it's a young one or a normal. We will see, Do you see him flying out of the water? Yeah, this line can handle, I think, 4 kilograms or 5 even, so it's just, a small one.
Kilogram is 2.2 pounds. So he's talking about a 9-pound
test. It's just a cutthroat trout, so it's not a young one, it's a normal one. But you guys can see, if you are in the area like always, if you catch a trophy, that's the area that you need to be in. Trophy is always the first step to going to unique. If you got cutthroat trout like I just did, that's not a good area. Okay? So I'm going to keep this fish. So now I'm going to show you guys my gear. So you don't need to have overcomplicated gear, because this zone is now, I'm not sure, but I think level 12 or maybe level 10, so people that come here on that level need to have the chance to fish the unique too. Okay, so what I'm using is, I'm using my Elemental 260, my Prima 3500, I'm using the Megfin Bread 0.20, so that's the gold one. but I think you can go a little bit lower too. I think the 0.2 is a little bit too high for this kind of fish, but you just need to check it. If you can push 2.0 kilogram, it's more than enough. So it's not complicated. This was my guide. Happy fishing, guys, and enjoy the patch, and see you later. Bye bye.
How much money have I made so far? You there still? Did you hear everything he was spouting off at us? Hard to understand sometimes, but if you watch his videos, okay, I've made $3 grand. So I'm gonna do some quick. I'm gonna almost out of the peak time here. Let's see if I can hit my 1500. That's not bad. Well, do a lot of fishing with minnows, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm setting minnows, and I'm setting the depth to 40. I'm gonna say 49 inches. Oh, I got a second viewer. Hello, second viewer. Welcome aboard. You read on the bottom, I've got a open PSN channel. You're welcome to join me. Oh, another viewer. Hello, welcome aboard, viewer. Got an open PSN channel. If you got a headset, you want to join us, welcome to join us. What? I know this was... Wow, am I setting this too shallow, I guess? Okay, let me try a little shallower. I think it was 45 inches. So I can just set with a minnow in that mouth opening of that. What for? Longer distance? Oh, it's because you're... Yeah, if you could get that 6-pound test to work for you, it's not because it's a match rod, it's because your rod's too freaking weak. I'm sorry to put it that way, but your rod's too freaking weak. You know, when you can't hold 8-pound and throw your distance, you know your rod's too weak for it. You know, it's really... That's like I had a kid on earlier that I was trying to help, and he was trying to get out here and fish for stuff in Emerald Lake with 3-pound tests, and he's like, okay, I want to catch some uniques. And I'm like, okay, trophies are probably going to break your line, but okay. And then he goes, oh, I want to fish walleye at night. I'm like, okay, have fun. Told him what he's got to do, what he needs, and he did it. And they were running, but he listened to me. He maxed out his, literally maxed out his reel capacity at over 300, and catch me a big one. I hope. I want to get me that unique cutthroat right now. I got the unique. The first thing off the bat, right off the bat, I'll show you. Oh, got a fat one. I got a fat one. I got a fat one. No. You piece of dog meat. I'm using minnows right now. Whatever I caught is a good sized fish on a minnow. On the rod I'm using, look at the drag I got set up. I'm dragging trophies in quicker than this, so this is either a good sized trophy or it's lying to me. What do we got? What do we got? Trophy cutthroat trout. Alright, cool. So, yeah, got me a trophy there. But I'm fishing right with minnows right in here. And as you notice, I'm using a 3/0 hook. There's a reason I'm using a 3/0 hook. The bigger the fish, the bigger the hook. You know, if I put the 1/0 on there, I'm going to catch a lot of regular ones. I tend to catch a lot more of the trophies on the 2/0 or 3/0 hook. I just got to quit doing that. 3/0, yeah. Yeah, it's a big hook. Yeah. Yeah. Regular number 3, small, dude. Yeah, the regular number 3 is a lot smaller hook. Oh, the guy left my channel. Yeah, well, that's the point. You're not catching the small fish. You're going to get nibblers. I'm just trying to get my bait to drop down now. Come on, stand up. Come on, stand up. There we go. Bobber's standing up, and I can stop reeling at 130. I'm setting right at 130. No, the reason I use a 3/0 is you get dings. The little fish will ding at it, but I can't take it. All right, so you're not catching a lot of the young ones. You're going to catch large, regular cutthroat, large, regular rainbows, or trophies, and hopefully get into the uniques, because bigger fish, bigger mouth. You know, only thing is, yeah. Yeah, well, they say that I've got between where I'm at, another big fish on. They say that most of the people say to catch these, you got to be fishing that mouth, river mouth, from where I'm standing right now, out to between 140 and 110 feet, and that's where you're likely to catch the unique cutthroats. And since I watch videos of people doing it, that's where I believe they're at. They just like to use that one bait. And there's another 2.1 pound cutthroat. Hey, I just got another Trout Master 2 and some 4/0 hooks and 3 gold. Sweet. I think that was Trout Master 3. What's it say? I got Trout Master 3. Oh, that's the end of them. I want the... Oh, sorry about that. I want the other trout. There's another one that you get. I think it's the barbless. One of them you get the... well, I'm really putting that out there when I put it out there. No, 140. Barbless are... I don't have them lose hooks. They're... You know, it's friendly approach to fishing. You know, you're not planning on killing them. Welcome to my stream. I don't know who just jumped in, but welcome to my stream. Trying to catch the unique cutthroat at the moment. I'm at Rocky Lake and fishing where I'm at out to there with a 3/0 hook and minnows. Do that because I want to catch bigger fish, and I do catch bigger fish at this with this setup. Usually large fish or trophies. I don't usually catch too many of the small fish with the 3/0 hook. You do get nibblies. Do I fish in real life? Not so much anymore. A few health issues keep me from wanting to go sit out on a lake and get sick. So, yeah, it'd be more fun to fish in real life. You know, I live right next to Lake Michigan, right in the land of lakes. I got lakes all around me. Grew up fishing. I'm 50 years old. Done quite a bit of fishing over the years. But as you get older, shit happens. I've done a lot of video watching to catch these, what you should actually do. What I'm doing right now is the area where people suggest. The only difference is they suggest either using the purple narrow spoon or the 1/0 rainbow spinner, which is like a 1/4 ounce, to catch these with. If you want to chat with us, you got a headset. I've got an open PSN. You can just go ahead and join us. It's right at the bottom of the screen there. And now I'm just waiting. I've heard a few dings, but nothing's taken it, which is kind of normal for trout. They like to nibble. They nibble less on these minnows than they do on any of the other baits. Although I am thinking I might want to throw the grasshopper out there and see what they do. I can't quite get them yet because it's like 38 you gotta be to get the dragonflies. 37 or 38. And dragonflies are supposed to be extremely good for these trout trying to go after the trophies and or the uniques. They seem to like them real well. As a general rule, I don't like this lake. It's not a money-making lake. I'd rather go to St. Croix and fish, because you can get there. There's a few spots you can just settle in, fish pike real hard. even though it's going to cost me 18 grand to go there, I'm going to make that 18 grand back in really big trophy pike and normal pike and some uniques on occasion. And then after that, I can just fish for what the heck I want. I think let me try the grasshopper and see what it does over in this spot. They do really like the minnows. Just so you know, if you're out here fishing and you're trying to make some money off of this lake, to be honest, bobber fishing with minnows, all of these trout, even though it's not on their list, they go for minnows hard. You know, they don't play, they just, you know, and they don't nibble at them very much. Do I have, what the heck is that? What's a ligma? Evidently, I don't have one. I don't care. What's a ligma? Either or. I'm old. I gotta learn new stuff. Oh, you're funny. You're funny. Yeah, I'm sure you can go to the Blue Light Lounge and there's plenty of gay fuckers out there that'll suck your dick, if that's what you're into. I personally would rather go to the Happiness Heart Lounge and go find me a hottie and have her suck my dick. Yeah, you're funny. But whatever. Yeah, you know, he's one of those guys that gets into a video game and he asks me why I'm playing a chick character, and he's running around with a guy character wearing the littlest clothes that they can possibly put on him. You know, I'm looking at, I want to see Arnold all buffed out and stuff. Now I don't care about Arnold. I want to watch Cena. You know, Xena. You know, you ever watch Xena? Ever watch Xena at all, buddy? No. Damn, Gabrielle is. No. Xena, TV program. Xena, the warrior princess. Xena. You've never seen Xena. Oh, you're missing out. You should see Xena and watch. No, it's a TV program. It's a spin-off from the TV show Hercules from back in the day, back in the 80s, early 90s. And she's got this friend of hers, the companion, that is named Gabrielle. She's a little, I guess you'd call her a strawberry blonde, but she's extremely cute. And as she progresses in the show, she starts really getting into some really sexy outfits. Really sexy outfits. No, this is a real show, not a cartoon. They did some cartoons off of it, some spin-off, little cartoon bits, but mainly it's a real person show. Hercules was with Kevin Sorbo. You might have seen a thing or two that he did because he did a few things, and he did some spots on different shows. Like he did a spot on 3.5 Men as the hot chick that what's his name married, his dad, who ended up screwing the hot chick's ex-wife, and the hot chick's mom was doing Charlie. It was a really family affair there, man. You know, I don't do lick on my balls, but I'll reach down and give you some Famundo. You want some Famundo? Famundo cheese under my balls? I got some for you. He's just a troll. Now he's sucked my dick. Yeah, I know. Hello, the person who just entered. Somebody left. I don't know if Riley left, but if, you know, whoever the new guy is, welcome to the chat. I can't tell who's actually here and who isn't here. I'm just waiting for something to try to bite this stupid freaking grasshopper. I got 6 minutes till night, and then I'm just gonna advance. Oh, it's not gear, it's luck. It's really, really freaking luck. Yeah, I'm gonna see right at 9 or 5 a.m. again, because as soon as this is done, I'm going to advance straight to the next day in like 5 minutes. Yeah, you could throw that. Should be able to. Yeah, well, I'm throwing right now. I got grasshopper out there. I've tried mayflies. I've tried crickets. I've tried flies. They say grasshoppers are what they like to go after, so I'm using grasshoppers. One guy for I'm at where I'm setting 45 inches or 40 inches. I'll check when I reel into. What do you mean higher, deeper or shallower? They're pretty much at the bottom at the mouth of that. It's at 40 inches. I reeled in until my bobber stands up. Yeah. I've been waiting. They're not hitting off of it. They're getting nibbles, but they're not really hitting this. I got plenty strong enough line on this one. I think it's 8 or 10 pound test. Yeah, I'm not trying to overpower this fish. If I wanted to overpower it, I'd be throwing the 40-pound test out there and be like, okay, eat the hook, man. No, I'm using, as far as the bobber I'm using the big oval, which is a actually it's the X series, which will get you. It's the heaviest one you can get. Is the X series egg-shaped one that you get from finishing your. Yeah, you. Well, it's not a. No, it's extra heavy. Yeah, I'll show you when I'm here. I'm gonna reel in its night. I'm gonna switch ahead. I can't make the distance. Bobber doesn't make the difference. You make the distance. Your bobbers pretty much on this game. I've found that make. No, you got they give you your weight to make your distance so that because you don't have weights. You notice you can't. It says weights in the store, but you can't buy weights. To weight your stuff, put down. I got my leader, my bobber, and my weights. You don't get weights. On here, you have a bobber and the weight of the bait. That's it. So, like casting, I can't make distance with a lighter bobber with these grasshoppers. They don't weigh nothing. You know what I mean? Since I'm going to switch, I'll give you a quick rundown of the real what I'm using equipment-wise. Using the Phoenix 1210, which is you can get out of the store. Yeah, it's 5 to 19.5 pounds, moderate fast action, 3 pieces, 15 guides. The reel I'm using is DLC Ghost Reel 3000. You can get something equivalent. It's just not going to have the amount of drag control on it, because this drag control is 12 different positions, and it's 12 to 20. I'm using 1.012 line, which works out to 0.012 line works out to, I think, might be 20-pound line. Yeah, I'm 20-pound test floral, 3/0 hook with a grasshopper. Well, grasshopper wasn't getting me diddly at the end of the day, and I'm getting ready to jump ahead. Now the other pole. Not long. I bought some DLC before the holidays. The other pole I could use here that is something you could use like I'm trying to do the casting with a 1/4 ounce is this one is a feather light 6.3 line weight of 3 to 9 pounds. It's delayed on its own. So yeah, I'm running 3.9 action fast. This is my feather light pole. This thing is light, but I can pull in those fish with this pole. I've already pulled in the bigger trophies on this pole. That one's got a gold casting spoon on it. This one is 3/4 8 ounce, 18 to 46 pound line weight, and I'm running braid point 011, which is I believe 20 or 30 pound test. It'll handle 32 mono, 30 braid reel, and that's another holiday reel. This is the 4th of July package, as you can tell by the look of it. This is the Sportsman Sportsman Aurora, which is lure weight 6 ounce to half ounce, which is what I was using. And it's got .008 braid on it, which is 007 is 3 pound. I think it's like 4 pound braid on there. No, 008. It's got to be under 30. It's got to be 12 or 20 pound braid. I'm not sure. I hate the fact that it doesn't tell you what the weight, the actual thing is. It gives you the millimeters for all the people in Europe. They don't think of the people here. You know, I'm using a 1/4 inch barbless purple spoon on that one. And then what I was using for my casting setup up in the, this is my light float setup. I've just got a heavy bobber on it there at the moment. It's light, 3 to 13 pounds. Line weight is .005. You know, 2 or 4 pound test. You know, small minnows, hook 6. I don't know anybody uses number 10 hook. I don't let it trying to catch those fucking blunt nose minnows. This is what I was using to catch stuff right now, and that's 20 pound tested. Bring in whatever, but I'm not getting the. You don't get the payout for it. As far as experience, you lose experience for overpowering the fish too much. Okay, and fast forward. Next morning, yeah, I'm gonna pay $500 to extend. Made $34.77 out of that. And let's see what the grasshopper does in the same spot. First thing in the morning, 5 a.m. As you notice with the grasshopper, you can see that I'm barely making the mouth of that. You know, I want to be at like 130, 140 feet. My bobber's bottomed out. Right around 130 feet, it's going to stand up. There we go, 131. And now wait, if I don't get any hits on this grasshopper, I'm going to try a different bait. Getting hit. What is it? Hello, welcome to my stream. Trying to catch the unique cutthroat at the moment, and I'm float fishing with a 3/0 hook and a grasshopper. To be honest, I'd rather be using a minnow, but I don't seem to be able to get the unique with the minnow, and they say either the grasshopper or the dragonfly, so make a choice. And I'm using a bigger hook to try to keep the smaller fish from taking the hook. I'm not looking for small fish. I'm looking for a unique or trophy or really large trout. If you're just fishing trout, I recommend minnows out the rear end. They love them, even though it's not on their list. They love minnows. Depending on the point you're fishing, anywhere from 30 to 60 inches average for them. Like right now I'm fishing, I think my leader's at 45. Wish I could tell the name of the person that joined my stream. It's not this Riley guy again. His little trolling smart aleckiness. I guess I'm not a smart aleck, so I don't kind of feel that way. I'm in this to fish. Hopefully people can learn a little bit from my mistakes. Bunch of small fish trying to hit that bobber. Instead of hitting that stupid grasshopper. Not taking it, but they're hitting it. Okay, what the fuck, right? Good job. Hopefully it's that unique. Oh yeah, that's why you never pull up until your tension starts to go down. As soon as oh, you lost it? Did you lose it? Yeah, low line tension. That's why I'm saying you got to keep your rod down, and then if your line tension drops like that, you yank up and you turn it aside away from the direction it's going. You really got to watch it so that you can try to pull up as tighten your line up as much as possible. Yeah, you're trying to make it tighten your line again. Maybe. You'll see. All they got to do is make a dead run at you and you not turn them. That's all it is. Big, little. I've had a few of them try to get away. Yeah, you got to do it. When it goes dead, you have to yank up and then turn to a side opposite the direction it's trying to run at you from. So you got to be aware of the position it's running towards when it's running at you. Is it running to the left? Is it running to the right? Well, I know when it turns towards you. No, I'm saying when it turns towards you. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. You got to yank quick. You got to be ready to yank. Watch your meter. If your meter bags out, yank. And then if that's not doing it, you want to turn the opposite direction of which way it's kind of headed. If it's headed towards you and to the left, you want to yank and turn to the right. If it's heading towards you to the right, you want to yank and pull to the left. Yeah, well, at least you didn't lose another lure. Come on, you stupid fish. Okay, I'm getting nothing off of this stupid grasshopper here. Yeah, yeah. You gotta make sure you're paying attention to your structure for reeling in. Most of the time, reel in like this. You never want to point your rod right at the fish. Almost guaranteed to snap your line. If you do that, because your pole can't be a spring for you, if you know what I mean. You really want your pole to be a spring for you. Helps when they run and helps when they come at you quick. Oh, that was damn near perfect cast 129. Put the minnows back on. Let's see what we get. Live bait always seems to work the best. I don't care if real life or the game, real life, live bait works the best. Whether it be... It's like we're losing it in real life. Yeah. No, I've had small ones spit the hook. It's just they turn a direction and you don't react. If they turn and you don't react, yeah, you're likely to lose. They're likely to spit the hook, even if it's a barbed hook. Let's move in a little bit. Let's try 127. See a lot of fish jumping out there. See a lot of fish jumping out there. Someone got a cutthroat trophy. Yeah, he got close to a 3-pounder there. If I put on a 2-aught hook, I'd get a lot more hits than I'm getting right now. But I'm pushing for the bigger fish. If you under. No, I'm pretty sure I can catch uniques on the other side where I was fishing too. Yeah, well, I was using a 2-aught hook. I see you turned off my stream. Did your pad shut off? Oh, it says 0. Damn, he caught the unique. Yeah, I caught a 3.5. I caught a bigger fucking regular cutthroat and it wasn't a unique. Mm-hmm. I caught one that was close to 4 pounds. I mean, literally close to 4 pounds. Yeah, no, my latest one, but no, I caught one, my record one. I said, oh, and a new record was close to 4 pounds. And it wasn't a unique. It was a trophy, but it wasn't a unique. Okay, I think I'm going to switch to the 2-aught hook and see what happens. Oh, I pulled away too soon. Lost my minnow. I was getting ready to nibble. Lousy fish. Okay, let's try the 2-aught hook. Yeah, let's try the 2-aught hook. What do you mean? You can. You can turn up the sensitivity under control. Oh, you got it maxed? I got mine turned down for aiming. I got mine turned down for aiming. So that I can get on the spot. Yeah, well, that happens. That means you're setting your drag up too high on it. Okay, we're trying 2-aught hook now. Since I wasn't catching anything 2-aught at, here we go, 128. Right at that spot. Let's see what I drag in. I wish there was a way to see who all came in and left out of my room. Oh, bring it in. Bring it in. You can get trophy, you can get a unique. You just gotta bring it in right. Yeah, you just gotta bring it in right so it doesn't get a chance to spit the hook and you don't break your line. What'd you get? 2.39 rainbow trout. A unique would be well over 4 pounds, so yeah, no. Rain, not here. They do have uniques, but not here. Yeah, trophies. I already caught trophy. If anything actually freaking takes this freaking bait, man, what the hell? The problem is I got too many people throwing their bait at the same point. Yeah, too many people splashing around in one point or pulling the fish out of the same point. Yeah, does affect them. Well, there's fish in a pool. You're in the same room. Why do I see a purple hook floating over my head? No. Why do I see a purple hook floating over my head? Is that you and your purple lure? Okay. I don't care. It's just floating in my face. See, I got a purple lure on my thing here. Let's reel in 127 and see if I get a bite. Since it's supposed to be 140 to 110, the sweet spot. Oh no, I should be getting bites, and I didn't look at what the bite chart is for today. I just moved ahead. Oh, I'm on a full cloudy day. All right. Ding. Come on. Take a bite. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's a bite. Come on, take it. There we go. I hooked into something nice there. That one's pulling. Something nice. 2-aught hook. What size hook you using? Oh, what size hook is on it? This guy wanted to run. Okay, yeah. 1-aught, you're going to catch a little smaller consistently because you'll catch pretty much anything. See, I just caught a 2.58 cutthroat. Yeah. Okay, let me pop this right back in there. I don't need a net. You needed a net. You needed a net. You need a big boob 1950s girl. That was the joke with Annette back in the 50s, meaning Annette Funicello, who started out on the Mickey Mouse Club and then went to doing movies with Frankie Valli or somebody like that. All those beach movies. Big-breasted brunette. Yeah. Yeah, you keep walking over me. Yeah, keep walking on each other. Yeah. Too close. Probably. Yeah, I'm standing on top of him. He was standing here and I moved on top of him. I said, fuck it. 131. Come on, ping. Ping. Come on, ping. Ping. I'm bobber fishing in a busy spot, so no, he's lure fishing. I'm not sure. I didn't ask him. But when I walked up, he was using a lure unless he switched. No, I can't see any of that shit. I don't see his pole or nothing. Invisible. I'd see you waving your pole in my face constantly, though, because you don't stand still and fish. There we go. There you go. Another fatty. Something putting a fight on. Yeah, you're going to catch something. I'm trying to bring in this fatty here that's giving me a nice little fight. Nothing great, but it's a nice little fight. Yeah, I get that all the time. Oh, you tried to spit that hook. You tried. What I catch? Cutthroat. Okay, now I'm going back to the other. Now, you've seen me fish this spot for a lot. I'm not getting shit for trophies on that spot. So, and I get over here. No, not really, just one. Over here, I was just pulling them. I'm going to piss this dude off. I'm going to fish his spot, him and his lure. Yeah. I could look and tell you what size. Yeah, 2 point. Yeah, it's like I should have got. I've got a bigger fish than that other guy got. My biggest one. I was like, okay, how is that not a trophy or a unique? You know, he's got a one that was lighter than mine, but his was unique. It's like, okay, you freaking beast of a game. I don't know, are my minnows dead? Come on. Come on. Run with it. That's it. Run with it. You've got 4 different retrieves, really. You've got a twitch, a stop and go. It's showing how much power and how deep you're going into it. You know, if you do a twitch, it's a long twitch, it's going to get more dots. You do a short twitch, it's going to get less dots. No, it's just telling you what you're doing. It's just making you aware of where you're at with it. It's just a... No, it's telling you what you're doing. It's not telling you what not do it, because a lot of it depends on... a lot of it depends on the air pressure and the weather conditions and the temperature, depending on where you're at. You know, certain fish are going to go way deeper, you know, in certain places. Like, okay, just Lone Star Lake. Okay, you know where Lone Star is, right? Your very first place. Okay, if you're fishing bass and it's 60 degrees outside, you're going to want to try to do a stop and go mid-water. All right? Now, if it's 69 degrees, you do a stop and go, but at the bottom of the lake. Because I'm at 46. I don't know here. But I'm just saying, the cooler it is, generally that's depending on the fish breed. Some are cool fish, some are hot fish. Like same lake. Like if you're going for the smallmouth buffalo in on Lone Star, you're going to do mid-afternoon when the bite chart says they're nothing, but the temperature is like 70 something degrees in the middle of the lake, and they're bottom feeders. But that's when they come out. So, you know what I'm saying? When I catch cutthroat, 2 pounds. Okay, let's go for another one. There's all kinds of variants, like bass. If that pressure gauge, if you look right next to where it shows the clouds, see that little temperature looking gauge? That's actually the pressure gauge for the barometer. The higher that pressure gauge is, generally the deeper a fish go, because they're trying to get away from the air pressure changes that they feel closer to the surface. But these trout, I don't know. They seem certain ones are deep towards the bottom, which I don't understand. In real life, trout you're going to fly fish for most of the time. They're at the top trying to eat bugs off the top of the water. So this is their adjustment. Yeah, I've done that many times. I was fishing on Lone Star, right? And just as I pulled the hook out of the water, a fish, because I lifted the rod up, grabbed my hook, and I threw it in the air over my shoulder in the other side of the pond on me. I didn't get to keep the fish, though. It's like, oh, yay. Over my head and gone. Come on, minnow. Swim around. There are a lot of people on this lake. A lot of people on this lake. Yeah, I'm going to go to a friends-only room. I'm going to go to a friends-only room. So you can join me after I open it up. Because just way too many people. It helps if I actually... Oh, hey, that's new. Didn't know I could do that. Somehow I opened up the controller. Somehow I opened up the controller where it shows how to do stuff on my main screen all of a sudden. It's like, oh, okay, hey, controllers. It said how to use the controller. Okay, cool. Okay, let me get back out in my spot here and see what I can get with less people in the room. Less people disturbing the water. Yeah, all that lure fishing disturbs the water a lot, believe it or not. Constant splash and lure hitting. No, I'm sitting in the same spot. I'm in the stream. I haven't left my stream yet. Are you talking that end? That end over there? I'm already on and I already switched to a friends only room. Don't have to. You're in my friends list. Oh no, because I didn't add you as a friend in game. PSN, but not in game, I don't think. You didn't send a friends request in game. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we haven't. Then you friended him. I don't think so. Although neither of us restarted the well, no, I got PS4 friends, but I have to reel in and I have to go. No, I just got to come over to here. See if you're on this list. Here, hold on. No, which one are you? Crafty Rascal? No. What's your number? I'm looking at the friends I got here. AA, Crafty Rascal, Joker. Yeah, those are all people from... I got a whole bunch... Most people here are people just friends on my PSN. Yeah, it's more like you have to restart. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it should show you once you restart. Yeah, this is going slow. I only got 6 pounds of fish so far. And it's already 6:30 in the morning. That's like 3 fish for an hour and a half. That's crap. Mornings are usually better than that. Hello, Dustin. Good morning.
Good morning. Looks like we got our first snowfall this morning.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Damn it. Didn't mean to let him in here.
Oh, don't worry about him. Just get up there and shut up. That's all you want to get up and lay down and shut up. As long as you shut up, I'm good, cat. About time. Yeah, exactly. Well, there's DLC that rods and stuff that are worth it. Okay, just hooked me something fat. It's pulling my shit. No, not so bad, but it's still pulling my shit. Come on, take some line. Show me that you're strong. There you go. It's taking line. Okay. Yeah, yeah. They're largemouth bass on this game are catch a lot of young largemouth bass until you get to the certain spots, certain lakes. Yeah. What? 20 pounder, 10 pounder? Yeah, I'm sure you can. Here's a trophy 2-3. You can catch 10, 12 pounders. Yeah, you got to do that in Florida or San Joaquin Delta. Um, you know, I believe it. No, not offhand, but it's possible. You know, it's just the lake's got to be big enough and have enough food for them. That's true of any species that can grow. Shit, I had a neighbor of mine that actually had an Oscar in a tank, and they never cleaned the freaking tank. The thing was green, right? And I'm like, how come you guys never clean this thing? And if you walked up, put your hand by the top of the tank, that Oscar would freak the hell out and snap at your hand and hit the glass on the top of the tank. Thank God for the glass. That thing was probably 11 inches long. And I'm like, why don't you clean the tank so you can see him? They cleaned the tank one time, and I'm like, wow, that's a big fish. It was the only fish in there because it ate anything else they put in there. Small fish or whatever, it just ate them. And that's what they fed it, goldfish. They put like a half a dozen goldfish in there at a time, and they'd eat them all, one at a time. Just gulp them down. Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, predatory fish. Scavengers, no less. Piranhas are not true predators. They're just mass. A single piranha is not dangerous. 30 piranhas are dangerous. A school of piranhas in like the Amazon River is like 700-800 fish. That's why they can strip a human bear in a minute, because there's 300 of them just taking huge bites off you. Probably kill the Oscar if it's hungry. No, there's fish that it would or wouldn't kill depending on the size of them. They're not going to go after. If it's only 3 of them, they're not going to go after something that's like triple their size. No. Okay. 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 Yeah, let's see you get a big tank, stick some piranhas in with a fucking barracuda and see who wins. I know who's gonna win. Dude. What, piranhas versus barracudas? I doubt it, because a piranha's a freshwater fish and a barracuda's a saltwater fish. Put them in the same tank. One of them's gonna die from the water. But when I lived down in Florida when I was young, I would go down to the Keys and fish off the bridges down there between the Keys. And you'd hook a fish and start reeling. And you'd be reeling for life. And you literally get to a certain point, depending, and you literally see a barracuda come up behind your fish. And there's no way you could reel in fast enough. You'd get a fish head. You'd be reeling and reeling and reeling, fish head. Barracuda would just gulp down everything but the fish head on the fish you got. They're all teeth and bone, and they're like a giant freaking pike. Come on, fish, quit. Yeah, well, they're all fucking wide space. It's like catching a halibut. It's all freaking flat and wide space. They just meant to drag on the bottom. You know, yeah. Wow, these things just stopped freaking biting. This is freaking ridiculous. Did you actually join me yet? You got anything? No? Everything's just slow. Yeah, I know, but since then I'm getting dings and dings and dings and dings and no bites. They're not even nibbling, which is annoying. No, they at least nibble. I'm not even getting nibbles. I'm getting, oh, there's fish. There's a minnow there. Let's look at the minnow. We're just going to look at it. You know, we're just going to look at it. You know, it's kind of, here, I'm going to try to bottom fish the middle. Let's see if I can catch any of these at the bottom, right here in the middle, at max depth. Will my bobber even stand up? Yep, stands up. Dead in the middle with minnows. Let's see what I get. Do I get any bites even? Shit, I caught a cutthroat trout fishing for the kind of carp that's in here. Forget what it's called. With marshmallows. Yeah, the marshmallows. I only caught one just to put it on my list. And I was like, okay, I just need one. Just to put it on my list. It's not worth anything. Marshmallows, corn, peas. They like shrimp, which is surprising. They eat everything else is vegetables, but they'll eat shrimp. When you're going after those carp species, they, for some reason, like shrimp. I guess because shrimp normally are crawling on the bottom anyways. Yeah, I guess because shrimp are normally crawling on the bottom anyways. Shrimp and crayfish and shit. I'm getting dings. Ding after ding after ding, but zero bites. Zero nibbles. They're not even going after these freaking nibbling on these minnows, which is surprising me. No, you can't hook them unless you got your controller set. It'll vibrate. You can actually pull them right at the right time when it vibrates and hook them. But yeah, when it dings, no. The ding is just, oh, something's interested. Something saw it. Something's aware of your bait, basically. It's not something's going after your bait, which is kind of shitty. Fine, cat, get the hell out. I didn't tell you to come in here. Get out. Fucking animal. Get out. My cat comes in here. I keep the door closed because my kids got school in the morning and I'm a night person. And kind of that sun sickness thing. I don't like the daytime at all. I avoid the sun like it's going out of style. I'm only out in it when I have to be. Yeah, kinda. I only go out in it when I have to. And my son's got school in the morning, so I keep the door closed. My cat gets in here, and I close the door, and then he wants back out all the time. As soon as I close the door, he wants out. Okay, they're nibbling on grasshoppers. Quit nibbling and take the freaking bait already. You ain't getting any hits? More or less, I'm using a 2-aught right now. They weren't biting on, they weren't even hitting the minnows, which was surprising me. I didn't even look at what the bite chart is for the day. I think it's the same as the day before. I'm going to... You got dragonflies?